Hello. Hi. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you all are doing well. This is gonna be like a super duper calm live stream. I just haven't seen y'all in so long, and I thought it would be nice. Just say hello, just for a little bit. I'm doing some knitting. You can hear the pipe and the hot water running around. That's what that weird noise is, and it's loud, which is part of the reason why it's been so long. The other reason is that I am working 2 jobs now, and I'm a full-time third-year uni student, so let's just focus on the knitting sound. Hello, River. Hi, River. Feel free to ask questions in the comments, and I'll answer them. I am knitting a blanket. I'm knitting a blanket. Here. Oh yeah, you can't really see it, can you? It might be better if you can see. Oh Lord. It's gonna be a little loud when someone flushes the toilet randomly. It does like that. This is my blanket so far. That's cool. 2 people from Brazil. I've never been to Brazil before. Well, I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'm definitely burned out and tired. I'm behind in my schoolwork. I don't want to cook anymore. And what else? It's really cold right now. I live in Calgary and it's minus 24. I think it's minus 35 with the wind. Hello, Lart. Ah, yes. Can you hear the whistle? That is my radiator. I have emailed my building person because my pipe is just, I can't even sleep. And that's the sound of the air coming out of it. And it just never stops. It's, it's really cold. It's minus 25 in Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's quite slow for sure. Let's have a look. I'm so sorry about the state of the sound. Celsius to Fahrenheit. Let's have a look. Minus 25 is in Celsius is minus 13 in Fahrenheit. And with the wind, it's minus 31 in Fahrenheit. Oh, well, hello again, Diggs. I know what you mean about live chats, but that's okay. Feel free to just enjoy. I like to watch them afterwards. Let's see what else. Yeah, I had to go to a lab at my university today, and I was like, oh, this is ridiculously too cold. I'm so sorry about the mic. You're just gonna have to ignore it for a little bit. It's super loud. How have y'all been doing with the pandemic? I hate it. It's every day I deal with more stupid people. I'm knitting a blanket. It's not that big yet. It's quite wide, but I just wanted a blanket for just for my apartment. Let's see what else. Hello. The pandemic was very hard time for me. I'm an English teacher and give classes at my house. Maybe I'll give up the classes and that lost a lot of money. That sucks. Was it on? You said it was online or just in person? All my university's online, and it's really hard for me to stay focused. I love when I'm learning most of the time, but what else? Hello. Also, I lost 2 friends. Yeah, that's something that I thought of recently, like a lot. There's some people that are just being super ridiculous and like having parties and stuff, but I think that it's so unfair for some people. Like the rules right now is if you live alone, you get to pick 2 people. I'm like, okay, what about people who live with an abusive person, or what about people who live with their family who are never home because they're at work? Like, what happens to them? Is Little Beth my real name? Well, no, it's not. My first name is Lana. Beth is just my middle name. But I thought when I started the channel, I was like 16 or 17. And I was just like, I don't know if I should use my first name. But, yeah, I'm 20, almost 21. And if people ask, my name is Lana. But Beth is my middle name, so I think Beth is fun. It's a nice little cute, cozy name to go with the gym. Pandemic has been treating me a little bit better later, but it still sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm extroverted, and I like seeing people, and I don't want to have like parties or anything, but I just also feel like people are so bitter and so grumpy, and it makes seeing other people suck because everyone's in such a bad mood all the time. Do you live alone? Is it expensive to afford housing where I live? I live alone, yeah. Since I live alone, I get to see my family. Like the people, they live at their house, and I get to see my boyfriend who lives with his family. Is it expensive? Yes and no. It's not like it's not compared to like Toronto or something or BC. Like my rent is $850 a month, and I don't pay for like my gas or my water or my electricity. It's all included. I do have to pay for my Wi-Fi, which is $80, which is really expensive. And my laundry, I have a laundry like in the basement of the apartment building, and it's like $225 a load. It's okay. It's better, honestly though, if you had a roommate, it'd be like super easy. My sister lives with her boyfriend. 1,400. Oh god, the pipe's about to start falling. In a 1,400 place, and so they each pay 700, and like that's a brand new place. It's quite like fancy. So it depends. I live downtown, like in the downtown of my city. I can't watch. I don't know if you can't watch because of my quality. My Wi-Fi is kind of crappy, but I'm sorry. This is how it is. I'm so sorry. lovely. But honestly, downtown, like the downtown area I live, it doesn't. It's like a different part of the city, almost like it feels like I'm living in Europe. So, honestly, I love London though. Like, and the UK, northern UK is really nice too. I am from London, but yeah. I've been binging my videos. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hope I can upload soon too. Last time I tried to upload and not go live, my Wi-Fi couldn't handle it. So, why am I whispering? This is an ASMR video, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Is it depressing being stuck at home? I was already homebound due to my health but my sister really doesn't like being left in. Yeah, like because I'm working at 2 jobs and I get to go out a fair bit. But yeah, I wish it was the summer. There's a park right by my house and I would just go and do all my work there, honestly. I have to go to sleep now. Okay, goodbye, River. I'm glad you enjoy. Oh, you guys, this is such a wholesome chat. Sometimes I get some funny people in here. This is very sweet. What else? What else should I tell you? My cat is currently. Let's see if you can see her. There she is. My cat's sitting in my bedroom. I haven't fed her dinner yet. I'm gonna put this knitting away and just talk for a little bit. Sorry. It's summer down here and I wish winter so much. How cold does it get where you are though? I feel like when it's summer here, I miss the winter too, but not the weather like it is right now. It's so dry and the wind, like if it wasn't windy, I don't think I would mind it as much. But luckily it isn't quite as cold here in England as it is in Alberta. It's still snowy though. I should have relatives that live there, so I know my grandma has not the rules are really strict in the UK, and so she hasn't really been able to go out much. Do I live in the US? No, I live in Canada. I live in Alberta. Not really cold. It barely goes under 0. Oh, yeah, no, that's not winter. That's fall. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I would miss that too, probably. It's minus 16 degrees in Sweden. Ouch. Yeah, no, Lars, I live in Canada and it's minus 25. Hello. She's like, I don't really follow hockey. I'm not a very good Canadian. I'm like, I don't know if any of you guys right now are Canadian, but I remember in like middle school and high school, and maybe we go through and be like, what is Canadian? Like, what does that mean? What's Canadian culture? And research what that is. Jean, I'm so sorry. I don't know how you got here. But yeah, this is an ASMR channel. St. Petersburg. Oh, it's not gonna be okay. I think it's fine. Oh, it's a Russian port city on the Baltic Sea. Or the Baltic Sea, sorry. It was the imperial capital for 2 centuries, having been founded in 1703 by Peter the Great, subject of the city's iconic bronze swordsman statue. It remains Russia's cultural center, with venues such as the Mariinsky Theater hosting opera and ballet, and the State Russian Museum showcasing Russian art from Orthodox icon paintings to Kandinsky's works. Very cool. Apparently it's 5:30 a.m. there. How do you survive winter? Okay. My uniform for one of my retail job is blue jeans and a white t-shirt. So I wear ballet tights underneath my jeans. And then I wear a t-shirt, and then on top of that I wear a long sleeve, and then on top of that I wear a sweater, and then I wear my winter coat, and then I have a woolen hat and a scarf made of alpaca wool, and I've got my mittens, and the masks actually really help, except for when you run, and it gets all wet in your mask. That's disgusting. I hate it. Luckily, a lot of historic Canadian culture is British in background, so you are a bit of an advantage. Just left the world for the make-believe forever. That's true, yeah. That's why when I'll say a word weird, like yogurt instead of yogurt, or tomato, or garage instead of garage, and someone will be like, speak proper English. I'm like, you're gonna tell me, the British person, how to speak proper English. What does that stand for? Dude, if you're having problems with your testicles, unfortunately, I'm not a medical professional, so you're on the wrong channel. Trust me, Beth, you will like Sainsbury because it is a modernist classic and the people are friendly. That's awesome. Yeah, I like things there's a building. I don't know if you guys have ever been to UK or seen those old houses in the UK. They're white, and then they have the black or brown wooden exterior stripes almost, and there's one just down the road that looks like that. It's so fun. And then my building is 110 years old, which in the UK standard, but that's the closest thing that I get to old stuff. Yeah, Jean, I think it's time. I put you in a timeout, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Put user in a time. I don't know. He's gone. I don't have the energy. For 300 seconds. Okay, well, Jean, take some time to reflect. I think the technology sometimes is not good because the people change, and today they love about having fun after 2 months and they break up. I don't know. I agree a little bit. When I met my boyfriend, we never added each other on Snapchat and stuff. Yes, tutor style. Exactly. There's one like that down, and I didn't see it before. I saw it yesterday. I was like, damn it, I want to learn that. But they're not renting because, of course, why would anyone leave there? Anyways, yeah, we never added each other on Snapchat and stuff. We just kept each other's phone numbers, and I think that that's the best way to, if you want a genuine connection with someone. But also, that was super helpful, and it's so helpful for science and just general communication, and to create communities for people that feel left out. So I wonder how Jean found this dream. Excellent question. I don't know. Speaking of tutors, Thailand, Russia, and traveling, I have $1,000 flight credit for Air Canada. No idea when I'm gonna get to use it, and I can only use it like on one trip, so like I can't split the money up, which sucks. Yeah, I think if anyone has any ideas. Also, the new restrictions in Canada are kind of intense. Like, if you travel, if you leave and then you come back into the country, you have to do a mandatory stay in a government hotel for X amount of days, and then if you test negative, then you go home and quarantine for 2 weeks. And if you test positive, you have to stay in the hotel for 2 weeks, and you have to pay for it yourself, and it's like $2,000. And that's it's nuts. How did I get the credit? It's very sad. Back in October of 2019, I booked a flight to China and through Thailand, and I planned out the whole thing, and then January hit, and the coronavirus showed up, but it wasn't a pandemic yet. It was just in China. So I rebooked the trip for Spain. It was supposed to be for a month. I rebooked the trip for Spain, and then it became a pandemic. So I have 2 fully planned trips. Just, they're like ghosts. They're like haunting me. I have Airbnbs, like the canceled Airbnb in my phone. I just look at them sometimes and I get sad. Yep. Me and my boyfriend, we literally cried about it for like 30 minutes after we had to cancel. You should do an ASMR vlog. There was a girl that did it once. I don't remember what her name was, and she did it, but she ended up having to she would go and then she would have to come home and do like a voiceover on top of it. And I feel like that kind of takes away from the ASMR of it, but it's definitely something that I'm willing to try. Also, though, my vlog would go like this. Hi, it's 9 a.m. I have my unit classes on Zoom. Okay, it's 3 p.m. now. I finished my Zooms for the day, and now I have to go on the train for an hour and go to work. Hi, it's 11 p.m. I'm back on the train, and then I would go to sleep, and that's the whole vlog. It's too cold to do anything except for work. Same thing, that sucks. I kind of feel that I see all the concert tickets in my Apple wallet and get sad. Yeah. What sucks as well is like, especially for Asia, a lot of the like flights were like super cheap airlines, because that's just like their locations are pretty close, so it doesn't make sense to like they have them for a reason. But because they're quite cheap, we couldn't get any refunds at all. So I spent like same thing with some of the Airbnbs. We couldn't get our money back. Yeah, it sucked. So, all right, in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna dip, because otherwise I'll just keep going. almost a year now, and it's been mandatory since August, but like people wore them before then. Like how, like one day we're just like not going to do that. One day we're just like, when does that day come? And it's gonna feel so weird. Like I feel like I'm gonna feel uncomfortable, even though it's fine, even though it'll be fine at that point. But it's like wearing socks. Like you're like, oh, this doesn't feel right. Like it's okay sometimes, but like it just feels strange. So I worry about that, and I'm like a mouth breather now. There's my whistling radiator. I would say things under my breath. Like I'll be talking to a customer, right? Hi, how are you? Then they say something dumb, and I'm like, oh my god, you dumbass. But they can't see my mouth move, right? But if I'm like, hi, how are you? And they say something dumb, I'm like, oh my god, you dumbass. They're gonna see me say it, and I'm gonna get in trouble. So that sucks. But also, like, I mean, I make a lot of facial expressions anyways, but I do, like, I do a bunch of weird shit under my mask. I remember when we first started wearing them, I would go under my mask, and I was like, oh, people can't see me, so I stopped doing it. But now I'm like just the randomest stuff. Also, like, if you ate food, your mask covers it, so you can't tell. But now when you eat food, like on a break, you're screwed. Yeah. And like when I work at my food job, sometimes I'm like, I feel like we should be wearing masks, like regardless. So, like, how can you look at people without being judged when wearing dark sunglasses? Yeah. Keeping masks for credit spaces wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, I think about like so many things that like could have been prevented, or like I don't know. I just think about when I used to go to school at university, like if you missed a lecture, like it's really bad. You miss out on your learning. So no matter how sick you were, you would go. And in December, I was so ill and like choking on my snot kind of thing. And I would go to my classes and sit like with like a room of 100 people. And now I'm like, oh my god, like why? But that's just how it kind of worked. So yeah, I wonder about that too. Also, I realized that I've had like a perpetual cold the entire time, which is not from the flu. I don't actually have a cold, so there's something going on. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Where do I live? I live in Alberta. I live in Canada. In northern Alberta. Oh, sorry, southern Alberta. Oh my lord. And yeah. All right, everybody. Hopefully, you'll see a little apartment tour voiceover video in the next week. It's lovely to see all of you. Thanks for coming. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye. I love you. Let me give you a second.